Hi guys, this is Namcraft. Welcome back yet once again for another Starcraft English commentary. You might have been wondering what the heck I was doing in the last 1 or 2 days. Well, anyways, I'm back to casting Starcraft. I would never leave this game for something as mundane, as boring as House of the Flying Dragon, right? Anyways, yeah, if you're gonna be here with me today, I welcome you to my channel. Broodwar is one of the best games in the world. Not. It's only for children and old men, more like old men, not really children. Today we're going to be having Flash facing up against Rain for the consecutive third times in a row. A lot of redundant words there, but please mind my, second English language. I don't speak English natively, so that is going to be the problem. The map, as you can see here, is going to be retro. This is a 4-player map. Both of the players are spawning very far from each other. Top right is going to be Rain in the orange-ish color, and bottom left it is going to be Flash in the white color. Let me just quickly give you the map stats. So retro for Terran players, they enjoy a 49.2% win rate out of 2,125 games, so slightly evened, but you would say that Protoss have a slight advantage. So we shall see. Yeah, looks like Flash is actually doing okay against Protoss players nowadays. He's had a very good streak of games against Snow, and let's see if he's gonna be able to do a little bit better against in this rematch against Rain. If you have not watched the first 2 games, please go ahead and check them out. I'm just gonna leave the links to that in the video description as well as the pinned comment. But yeah, with the ASL season 18 coming up, SSL season 1 is gonna be the renames. What is it called? Soupspar Star League or something like that. We are looking forward to the return of both Flash and Rain. I personally would be looking for the return of Rain because he needs to get that ASL title that he rightly deserved after that humiliating defeat against, I think, Light, right? Or somebody like that in one of the ASL finals a couple of years ago. Anyways, let's talk about this map now. We're going to be having Gateway and then Core right away. We're not going to see any Zelle production yet from Rain. As for Flash, he is saving up his money for quick expansion. He's not going for gas. He's going to scout clockwise, and then he's going to be scouting cross map here, so he will not be able to find his opponent right away. And the build that Rain is going to be going for is quick expansion after he goes for his Dragoon. He possibly not upgrade Dragoon range, or maybe he will, I don't know, because he's mining gas furiously. So maybe he will put down Dragoon and then go for Dragoon range and then expand right away. Looks like behind this, Flash is going to expand out of just a single barrack. So I think this build is I think it favors Flash, right? Because he was able to expand and the Dragoon would not have time to pressure. Maybe it will have some time to pressure a little bit. That depends. Looks like Rain is still in the dark, and so is Flash. Rain is going to expand now. This SV will finally arrived at the top right of the screen. Let's see where the Dragoon goes for. There's only 2 possible explanations, top left or bottom right. And looks like he's going to be going for top left. The probe is going to be going to bottom right. And if he doesn't, oh my god, the SV is gonna be, okay, looks like the probe is going to be waiting for the SV to come here. It's waiting for that, that movement of the SV, and now he's going to be able to attack the SV. So it looks like Rain is prepared very nicely for this, arrival of this SV, and the SV is going to go back after he spots the Nexus. He knows that the Dragoon is wandering around on the map. This is the reason why he's pulling back this Marine. He does no need to keep the Marines in the front anymore, because there's gonna be no scouting probe coming from range at least until this Dragoon arrive. We're gonna be having SCVs getting transferred already. This is a kind of a premature transfer of SCV, but I think it's okay. We're gonna be having a bunker coming up now. The Dragoon is almost here. And let's see how quickly does Flash react. What is happening inside of Rain space? It's gonna be getting ready to go for a Robo at some point. Dragoon will need to take 1 shot on the Marine, 2 shot. He's gonna take a 3rd shot. The Dragoon pulls back. Good micro from Flash. And now this Dragoon is gonna have to back up here because 7 health, 100 shield. He doesn't have enough to actually hang out here anymore. Dragoon is gonna try to check for the expansion. I don't think he saw at the expansion. He kind of just maybe guessed the expansion. Where is going to be the SCV? There was an SCV here some time ago. I'm not so sure where it went. Anyways, factory is gonna be coming down, and we should see Robo coming down now. So both players are gonna be gearing up for the mid-game situation here. Nexus is gonna complete right now, and you can see that for the time being, Flash is kind of semi-contained in this base. He's gonna face up against pressure against 3 Dragoons, and this probe is gonna be hiding here just to kind of deny any kind of SCVs getting up on that ramp and getting ready to take the 3 o'clock base. If he goes for Shadow and if he goes for Robo and Ops, it's gonna be very strong, powerful build for range. But it kind of depends on what Flash goes for as well. These days, Flash has been going for these kind of ridiculous 2 base, no factory, 4 factory, 5 factory, no armory, fortified factory position, which has been very, very strong. But it looks like today he's gonna be going back to the kind of, you know, very, very econ, very turtlish build here by going for engineering bay. And with that in the corner, I think that's just going to be a supply depot. Yeah, that's right, not an armory or, you know, or an academy. There's going to be an armory here, so he's going to be going for upgrades. He started upgrade right away, +1 weapons, very, very fast from Flash. So he's going to be going up to just, you know, waiting in his base for some time. And you can get a sizable amount of time to go out. And looks like Rain has played the perfect counter. He's going to be going for shuttle with ops, which will allow him to have a little bit more economy. He doesn't need to attack right now. Looks like Flash is taking the bait. He is going to be going for a lot of turrets. 1 turret in the expansion, 1 in the... Well, that's not going to be a turret. There might be a turret here. Yeah, this SV is going to be looking forward to put down a turret. The Water Dragoon is going to back up here. We're going to be having 4 Dragoon and they're slightly damaged. The bunker is going to repair. Looks like Flash has canceled his turrets. Wow! What freaking amazing star sense. He, for some unknown reason, he knows that there's gonna be no Reavers. So he canceled his turrets, and both the players are playing very good Starcraft. You know, optimizing every single little details, but I'm gonna give the advantage slightly to Flash here because he, you know, he was not, you know, he didn't build 3 or 4 turrets. Of course, he built the engineering bay. It could mean something, and now Flash is gonna be building turrets. It's just a slightly delayed turrets here. Behind this, we will have just purely ops coming out here, no Reavers, 4 gateways coming out. Probes is kind of getting stuck here, and Rain need to optimize his probe line so they can transfer correctly towards the new base. Observer is gonna finally arrive, and the ops almost got sniped, but at the last minute it doesn't get sniped. We're gonna be having the starport coming down, so both the players are gonna be gearing up for the mid to late game engagements here. Flash's upgrade is about 50% done now, and he started the Iron Thruster, which will make his vultures a bit faster. Behind this is going to be going up for just 2 factories. So for the timing, he's staying very, very defensive. And Rain is going to be going to 4 gateway. This is the usual gateway count when the when the Terran players is kind of on just 2 bases with 2 factories. You're going to be having a Stargate in the corner here. So Carrier is going to be the name of the game. Observer checking out for decision. The only thing that he needs to worry about at this stage, Rain, is something like bio, you know, 5 barracks bio push, which will completely wreck his carrier build, but that's not going to be the case. And Flash is not hiding his building behind a wall of turrets, so this is making Rain feel a bit safe here. He's getting ready to go for the expansion. So I think this game, Flash is going back to his usual very turtlish style. He doesn't like to go for a lot of aggressions early in the game, and this is going to allow Rain to expand to 4 bases and take up to carriers here. Yeah, looks like the Stargate is going to go up after the fleet beacon goes down. The second Stargate is going to be going up. We are at the 7-minute, almost at the 8-minute mark of the game. Flash is 76 supply and Rain is 93, so kind of slightly boring if you ask me in the initial stages, but you know, it's gonna heat up very, very soon. Looks like Armory is gonna complete now, so Flash might decide to move out. He's got how many? He's got 3 tanks, some vultures with speed, and looks like +1 weapons is gonna get upgraded for Rain. Looks like Rain is gonna catch some of these vultures en route here. 1 vulture snipe, 2 vulture snipe, only 3 vultures left remaining. But good block here by by Rain to destroy 2 more vultures, and those vultures would possibly try to go towards the top block because this base is wall out. But that is gonna allow Rain to take this base at the top left on the screen. We do have an observer coming out to clear some mines here. These vultures got no business coming here. There's gonna be no openings at all. He closes all of the gates. And now the carriers need to get produced now, and they need Rain is gonna press that C button to guess his carriers coming out, and looks like Rain is gonna be clearing some of these you know, mines in the middle of the map. Tanks start to move out. The first vultures are gonna try to return here. Looks like Rain is not expanded just as it's gonna expand now. He's waiting for his money to actually become involved. You know, get a lot of money to actually go for an expansion. It looks like this observer is nicely placed to see the rest of those vultures running around on the map, and Rain has not yet expanded. He's got the minerals for it. Maybe he's gonna be waiting for another round of something before he expands. No, he's gonna be going up with a lot of gateway here. And just hang out in the middle map. These vultures are not actually making themselves useful for the time being. Yeah, so for the time being, it looks like both the places is going to be hanging out. Flash has kind of moved out a little bit here with some tanks, and he's going to be looking forward to go for the 3rd base at the 9 o'clock position. He's going to try to move some SCVs a bit to clear some stuff, and indeed he's going to go up to that base. And I think Rain is being slightly too fearful here. It's going to be better if he actually get involved with his Dragoons and move out and try to push Flash back a little bit. There's no threat of drops, although there could be a threat of drops, but it looks like he's not. Looks like Rain is not going to place some cannons in his mains. But now, yeah, he's going to be clearing all of these bases, and Flash is getting ready to go for an expansion. So once again, Flash is playing his, you know, he's back to playing his usual very turtlish style here. We're going to be having a small engagement at the 9 o'clock position. It looks like at the last minute, Flash is gonna just hold this area here and Rain pulls back. He's gonna expand towards the 12 o'clock position. He's got 3 Stargate now. The first two carriers gonna be arriving soon, which is nice. Let's take a look at upgrades. Protoss got 0 upgrade stands, so got only +1, I think, for now. Upcoming upgrades going to be weapons, air weapons for Protoss, and ground weapons also for Protoss. For Terran is going to be armors +1 and weapons +2. So this is weapons plus, excuse me, this is armors +1, weapons +2. We're going to be hearing just a bit more scan. I think by now Flash knows about the Stargate. Yeah, he knows that there's going to be some carriers coming out at those bases, so that's going to be very interesting. He will be having +1 armor getting upgraded on the way. So Flash knows exactly what needs to be done, and this is the reason why he's upgrading Chariot boosters to get his Goliaths a little bit of a boost here. We're going to be having that base goes up. Now the problem with this build for Flash, which I don't really like, is that he allows his enemy too much leisure, too much freedom to expand to whatever the heck he wants, and looks like Rain is gonna try to take the bottom right as close, clearing the path with a single Zealot, just to make sure that no vultures are there. And I think this playstyle of Flash is suitable in some certain, some cases, but I feel like in this kind of engagement, he needs to be a little bit more active. He needs to send 1 or 2 vultures to the various areas, to put some mines on the various places on the map to make sure that this base cannot go up. And indeed, the Zealot and this vulture is going to be able to meet each other in the center of the map. And let's see if Flash is going to micro his vulture to stop the Zealot. The Zealot doesn't have that. We have a slight engagement here. These Dragoons need to pull back. Flash is going to push out and push his Dragoons back, and it looks like Rain is not reacting. He's going to have an engagement here with some of the carriers, though. He tried to come in and attack and kill some of the tanks. I'm not so sure if 1 or 2 tanks will snipe in the process, but anyhow, looks like Flash has got to be a little bit more careful because the enemy is built 2 carriers. Yeah, we're going to be having, 3 more, so for a total of 5 carriers. They're looking very, very strong. A lot of gateway production as well. Probes to get transferred towards this other base of the map, which is almost, finished, building here. We're at the 11-minute and almost 12-minute mark of the game. Rain has got 180 supply, Flash 150, so 30 supply difference between these 2 players. Going to be having more factories coming down. I think a total of 7 factories. Now, the first science vessels of the game is going to be coming out, so he's going to try to put some EMP on those carriers when the time is ripe here, guys. We're going to be having just complete stalemate, and now it looks like the 5 carriers start to go in. It's going to start to clear some of these tanks. There's only 1 tank line defending this place, and Flash tank line is over on the other side of the map. He's looking forward to take that base at the 6 o'clock position, and that is going to be an opening here for the carriers to exploit. It looks like the only tank on this location is going to get wiped out here. And the Zealot is free to get on the high ground and start to attack the supply depot. There's some Marines attacking. Carriers need to actually get involved in the action. Zealot is done now. So Zealot will breach the wall and they will attack the Marine. Looks like the carriers are pulling back because they need time to rebuild the interceptor. And looks like Flash has held for the time being. Anything else happening on this map that is of consequence, I don't see much. But these carriers gonna back up because yeah, the interceptor will greatly reduce in that huge line of turrets. Remember the one Starcraft game between Flash and Jangbi on the map? I think something like Blue Storm, where Flash built like 200 missile turrets in the middle of the map. That game is ridiculous. Anyways, this base had been saturated a long time ago, so Rain should have sent his probes like 1 minute ago, but he's gonna send it now. And we'll be having continuous scanning from Flash. He needs to know where his army is gonna get assaulted, and it looks like this small fortification in the middle of the map is gonna get attacked. The Goliaths are super strong, guys. These carriers are forced to rebuild the interceptors like hell. How many do we have in this group now? We are just gonna be having, what is it? It looks to me like 4. But he's gonna try to snipe one of the tanks. So it looks like the tank is going now. So it looks like Rain is gonna abuse the terrain a little bit here to go back and forth, destroy 1 or 2 lone tanks on the high ground, and then pull back with the rest of his carriers. And we'll be having a slight engagement here. Zealot need to attack the supply depot and not dance around like that. Anyways, the tanks are here, and there's gonna be time for Rain to kind of back up here. Both the players are nearly maxed out. Rain is 198 supply. And on the side of the map, looks like Flash is almost 190 supply as well. So both players are very much even in supply. Where's the command center? We are not seeing the command center. I'm not so sure what is Flash doing exactly with this positioned out here. He actually doesn't need this area. He either need to expand or just, move the rest of his forces back. But this is allowing Rain too much leisure to kind of move out and do whatever the heck he wants. The good thing, though, the one constellation prize for Flash is that Rain has not expanded towards the bottom right. He still has that bottom right kind of mined out, so he knows exactly what's happening. Anyways, the carriers is around 8 now, and this attack is looking scary. The carriers start to come in. Looks like Goliath's gonna start to engage, but they're not attacking. The carriers are attacking the intercept, and looks like the tanks are not sieging. He needs to siege the tank, and now Flash sieges the tank. Is it too late? I don't know. Looks like we still have some carries remaining, and we still have a lot of Goliaths remaining, so these Dragoons gonna back up after the battle is over. Rain 184 supply, Flash 160. These Goliaths are chasing the carriers, and that's gonna be a mistake. Need to pull back right now before he loses all of his Goliaths. Indeed, he's gonna pull back, and this is gonna be the moment for Flash to regroup, not to push, not to press forward. I don't like the fact that he's pressing forward with his tanks and Goliaths, because carriers will rebuild Interceptor Dragoons will also heal their shield, so that's gonna be a problem. But anyways, it looks like these forces are gonna return home. Mortars need to get created around these areas, I think, if Flash wants to hold it in the upcoming battles. Let's take a look at the carriers count. Looks like we're gonna be having no carriers coming out. These carriers are gonna try to return to this other side to attack once again. We have a total of, what is it, 8 carriers, and I want to take a look at the upgrade. So these carriers have, I cannot see yet, but at least we'll see the upgrade is going to be going. It's going to be plasma shield, and then plus 2 weapons. Anyways, looks like Flash is going to be going for the counter attack. I don't know if this is a wise move or not, because now Flash has got only this base that has got some mineral patches. The other bases are almost mined out. This command center is coming up. We're going to be having a slight base trade here. These 2 High Templars have energy, getting ready. We need to cast the Storm 73, 74, 75. He pulls back. Dark Templar arrives, but we have a Science Vessel, so that's not going to be good. And at least we're having a slight base trade here. Flash need to kind of hold this area, and Rain need to get on the high ground. The rest of his High Templars got a lot of High Templars, but they're going to get sniped one by one, and that's slightly unfortunate. He does get 1 Storm, 2 Storm off. That damages some of these forces. I think it's going to be time for the carriers to leave now. They don't need to actually go here. We're going to be having more gateway produced on this side of the and the Templar Archive is being built on this side of the map, which means that, even if it loses the entire main base, it doesn't mean anything. Anyways, Flash is going to get on this high ground, but this is, I don't know, this is kind of time wasting here, a little bit for Flash here. Even if it clears out everything, it's not that much of a consequential, because Rain is going to destroy everything on this side of the map. He's destroying so many SCVs, and the carriers could actually go down here and take out this base if he wishes to, but he's going to try to return this carrier to save his base and use his ground forces to take out the command center and the engineer bay and what else is around that area. But anyways, yeah, these guys are going to be falling. So Rain is going to be having a lot of minerals. He need to retake a lot of his gateway production on this side of the map. He's going to try to do that. The Dragoons need to hold this area to take out the command center. The command center is going to almost burn out. The carrier is going to start to engage here. We still have a lot of carriers remaining, and it looks like Rain actually could produce more carriers if he wishes to, because his fleet beacon is still alive. But at the last minute, we're going to be having some Goliath start to attack now, and that is going to be, I think, a small victory here for Rain. He's able to clear these areas out. One of the carriers gets sniped, but it's not of a consequence, and Flash has GG. Thanks a lot for watching. Laddernet video. Buy me a coffee. The link to do that is going to be in the video description. You can also send money to my Zelle account if you're a US citizen. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye.